Time for another episode of Cooking with Serge. I've been making Serge Jello. I'm making this Knox Gelatin, unflavored. I'm just using the recipe that's on the box. For 4 envelopes of Knox Gelatin, unflavored, and 1 quart or 4 cups of apple juice, divided. In this case, I'll be using 4 cups of Serge. Now, each of these containers of Serge isn't exactly 2 cups. It's actually just shy. So what I did was, I took a can of Serge and I boiled it down and made some more Serge syrup. So I'll be using the Serge concentrate to make up the remainder of the volume to bring this up to 4 cups. So, first you take 3 cups of Serge and then you heat it to boiling. So I'm just going to use this large measuring cup here and put in 3 cups. Actually, according to this, that's 2 cups almost right on the nose. But we'll take that, and I'm going to take the concentrate and put that in there. So that was made by boiling down a full can of Serge. And then I'm going to use this last can to fill up to the 3 cup mark. Okay? And then I'm going to take this, I'm going to put it into this pan. See if it all fits, and it does. And then the remainder of the rest of this, I'm going to put a cup with the remaining apple juice into there. There's a little bit of Serge left for me still. And then add in 4 packets of the Knox unflavored gelatin. Now once this, it's supposed to stand for a minute, so hopefully it doesn't wreck it by letting it stand for longer. But I'm going to start heating this up right here. And when this gets to boiling, the two are going to be mixed. On a side note, I'm using a thermometer with this to measure the temperature of the Serge that's heating up, because sometimes it can be tricky to determine when it's actually boiling. Right now it looks like it's boiling, but it's actually only at 188. What it is as you heat up a liquid that's saturated with gas, the solubility of that gas decreases, so you end up off-gassing the carbon dioxide that's dissolved in it. So that's why I'm using the thermometer, so I can get a true feel for the boiling point. So the temperature is climbing pretty rapidly. We're at 192 now. When I started, we were in the 180s. So I'm just going to keep a shot at this pot as this kind of gets up the temperature. Meanwhile, the Jello mixture has turned into something kind of resembling mashed potatoes or slime. It's definitely more voluminous. It has a volume of maybe 1 3/4 cup now instead of the 1 cup it started out with. So I'm assuming that with the carbon dioxide that was released, because when I first started stirring this together, it all started to come out of solution. With that, it kind of puffed it up. So when I add this hot liquid to it, everything should dissolve. It should all go into solution, and then I can put it into the pan. So we're at 201 now. Definitely, if I didn't have the thermometer here, I'd be like, well, that's boiling. And, maybe that's good enough. But usually boiling point's 212. So right now, a lot of that coming off, carbon dioxide, maybe some other flavors and fragrances. So 204, we're gonna charge this from here to here at 210. Let's just go to that. 205, 206. So we're up to temperature. I'm going to shut down this thermometer. Feel the heat. Pull the thermal probe out of the liquid. And this is a Pyrex measuring cup, so it should be able to take this heat without an issue. So let's put a little bit in here. So it's definitely thinning out. So we got a volume of maybe 4 cups in here now. Just get everything in there. So it wants this to be stirred for 5 minutes. So it's 5:47. I'll just speed this up for you guys. So it's been about 5 minutes. This has basically looked the same now for the last couple minutes. Everything kind of went into solution pretty rapidly. I'll pull this up. Hopefully we can get a nice shot at the green. Yeah, nice and clear. 4 cups. Into the pan it goes. And then this will go into the refrigerator for about 4 hours. So approximately 3 hours later, the Jello has set, the surged Jello. And I've already got it cut. So pull a piece out and try. It's got a nice green color to it, pretty light. Definitely set pretty well. It's surgy. When you first put it in your mouth, you really can't taste it because you just taste the, the Jello. But once it dissolves in your mouth, you can definitely tell there's 3 cans of surge in here. So, definitely a success. When it was first setting up, I gave it a poke in the refrigerator and tried it before it had set completely. I could taste a lot of the overtones from the caramelization, which is something I never noticed before. I'm wondering if it kind of set up differently, like some of the caramelized stuff came to the shop and was the last to set up on this. Because this just tastes pretty good. So, surge Jello.